Yeah, it's your boy Chefbaker. We back with another video. I got another reaction video for y'all, and this video is coming from the Stephen A. Smith show. Stephen A. had Shaq on his show, and they debating about Kobe. Is he in the GOAT debate? What you think? Do you think Kobe belongs in the GOAT debate? I might give my insight throughout the video, but we're gonna see what they're talking about, right? If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, and comment. Leave a comment. Is Kobe in the GOAT debate? Let me know, yes or no. But anyway, let's get right into the video.
Shaq, before I let you go, I had to address a little bit earlier in the show this cat, Rashad McCann, out of North Carolina. You remember him, played in the league for about 4 or 5 years. Okay, won a national championship at Carolina in 2005. Wasn't no scrub or anything like that. The brother got mad at me. I don't know him, but he got mad at me because I was like, listen, I love Kobe, miss him to death. The Black Mamba's the Black Mamba. But I did not have him number 2 all time. And because of that, I'm hating. I was like, is there something wrong with today's culture? Like, if you tell us, I'm thinking Kobe Bryant's top 10 all time, probably top 5. I mean, look, number 2 off guard all time behind Michael Jordan. In my mind, I'm looking at it and I'm saying, wait a minute, what's wrong with me not saying that he's not number 2 all time in the history of basketball? What's wrong with that, Shaq?
We have to sometimes be able to stop time and get out of our own way. Everybody.
Man, hold on. Before Shaq start going in. Listen, I be on social media, the Twitters, the TikToks, IGs, and basketball spaces, and a lot of Kobe fans. They love him to death. And a lot of people got Kobe either as the GOAT or number 2 to Michael Jordan, mainly over LeBron James, right? Listen, to me, there's only 2 people that's in the GOAT conversation. It is Michael Jordan and LeBron James. And looking at it from this type of logic, there is no indication, there's no way that Kobe is better than Michael Jordan. Then he can't be in the GOAT conversation to begin with. Because the reason why there is a GOAT conversation is because MJ and LeBron, some people got MJ, some people got LeBron. So that's why it's a conversation. You could put a solid argument for LeBron why he's the GOAT. You can put a solid argument for MJ why he's the GOAT. But because of that, there is a conversation. There is no argument, at least in my eyes, by the logic, by the stats, by every criteria of basketball, Kobe is not better than Michael Jordan, so he can't be in the GOAT conversation. And then, I don't think Kobe's better than LeBron James, so he's not in the GOAT conversation. So I don't understand how you could be in the GOAT conversation if you can't make an argument be better than one of the other people in the conversation. I don't think Kareem is in the GOAT conversation. Now, he has a list of accolades that you can, match up with everybody else in the GOAT conversation, Michael Jordan and LeBron James. He has that list of accolades, but I think as a totality, he's not in the GOAT conversation. But let's go.
Everybody's going to have a different opinion.
Yeah.
Right? Some people like this shirt. Some people hate it. Some people think it's old school. But we have to, just because you have an opinion doesn't mean you're right or wrong. And just because you have an opinion doesn't mean we have to get into a verbal altercation.
Right.
Now, one thing I know about you, one thing I know about him, one thing I know about me is once we say what we say, we're going to stand on it. But again, I had to learn how to get out of my way. Like, I hear all the time the GOAT conversation. Sometimes my name
basketball,
comes up,
barbershop talk.
I used to take it personal, but bro, it's 8 billion people here. You think I got time to react to a damn poll and reading every guy's? All right, person number 1 said Shaq. No, like, bro, you think I have time to look at each and everyone's compliment or non-compliment about me? So I understand it, but we have to sometimes, and this goes for all of society. Just because a person thinks one way doesn't mean they're right or wrong, but it doesn't mean you have to belittle that person or talk about that person. Because we as people, we gonna stand on what we stand on. But I have a problem with what you said. Like, my thing is, it doesn't matter who the GOAT is. My guy should be in the conversation.
Yes.
Don't just no. But hold on. So what Rashad was saying is, like, you guys just throw him out of the conversation. Like, sometimes you have to listen to what people are saying. Like,
I think it's only
now,
2 people, man.
And listen, I love all those guys, and I'm actually jealous that my name is not in the conversation more. But that's neither here nor there. So somehow it just went from Mike to LeBron, and you just threw my guy out of the conversation. His name needs to be in there. all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And when his name is not in there, that's when people have a problem.
I appreciate the correction, but let me ask you this question. Uh, as you sit there as a basketball analyst doing a great job that you do on TNT, several nights a week during the NBA season, I've seen you on many occasions question certain things, and you're just talking about the game, and guys personalize it, and you're talking about basketball. You didn't insult them. You just talked about what they needed to do, how somebody else may have done it better, particularly in moments, because you ain't just looking at stats. You looked at moments. Knowing you the way that I have over these decades, you didn't just pay attention to numbers. You were talking about who showed up when it was time to show up, too. All of those things come into consideration. I look at Kobe. There is nothing on earth to question the greatness of Kobe Bryant, who to me is one of the greatest of all time. But it did help for those first 3 rings that he had you in your prime to some degree.
Well, and that's one reason why when you look at the criteria of the GOAT conversation, that's one of the reasons why to me Kobe can't be in the GOAT conversation. Because in championship basketball, not even just championship basketball, throughout the whole season, Michael Jordan was the best player on his team every time. LeBron James was the best player on his team every time. And when they lead teams to the finals and win championships, it was on the strength. Yeah, they had good teammates. It was on the strength of their back. There was 3 championships, especially the first championship. The two championships after that, Kobe pulled his weight and Kobe was doing his thing. But that first championship, yes, it was easily, like you could tell easily that Shaq was the best player on that team, and Shaq was the best player in the NBA in 2000. Like, definitively, like it was no question. He almost had unanimous MVP. It went for that one jackass. But
that's not the point. The point everybody is making is don't leave him.
That's a big criteria for the GOAT debate.
You are. You always say, you always say GOAT. The GOAT is LeBron or Mike.
No, I never said it's LeBron. It's always Mike. Okay. It's always Mike for me.
Well,
I say him.
Listen,
Number 2 is LeBron.
You're right.
Okay.
You're right. But I always hear Mike and LeBron, and I used to hear Mike and Kobe, and now it's Mike and LeBron. My thing is, it has to be those 3 guys. And if you want to get technical, Dr. J need to be in there too.
No.
Because he started all this.
No.
Ain't no.
No, it is no. I love Dr. J, but it's no.
Hey. Dr. J started all this.
Okay. He started, but that don't make him the GOAT, though.
And Magic.
Yes, I had Magic up in there too.
I get that.
But that don't make him the GOAT.
His impact
Magic is the greatest point
and
guard
how
of all
important he
time.
was. But Dr. J,
Doesn't
GOAT
matter
debate,
who
nah.
you or I think the GOAT is.
Okay.
Certain people can be in a conversation.
Nah.
Certain people can't.
Okay.
And I just think before y'all say 1 and 2, you can't leave my guy out. So I can kind of understand why Rashad was getting upset, especially with Kobe not being here. It just makes it like, and like I kind of heard with his point, it was like you just trying to throw him away. And we would never do that, and I know you would never do that.
I would never do that.
You and Kobe had a great relationship, but his name needs to be in that conversation when you talk about the greatest of all time.
Yo, listen, man. Dr. J. Hey, shout out to Dr. J. Dr. J, one of the greats. GOAT conversation? Nah. But when it comes to like a pure hooper standpoint, when we look at Kobe, right? Kobe can do everything on the court. All right, we talking. He can shoot the 3. All right, he can score in the post. He can get to the paint. He can shoot the mid range, or he can dribble. He can play make. All right, he could play perimeter defense. He's a great perimeter defender, especially in his heyday, like in his prime. Right, like he could do everything from a basketball standpoint: triple threat, face up, high elbow, low block. It don't matter. Either hand, Kobe could do everything. So from a basketball purist, from a hooper's perspective, right, I can see why a lot of hoopers, particularly got Kobe as the GOAT, because he one of the, if not the most skilled basketball player to ever play the game, especially with, he doesn't have any crazy athletic attributes. He's not jumping at the gym like LeBron, Jordan, or Vince Carter, right? He's not super quick like an Allen Iverson or Kyrie. He's not shifty like that. He did it with hard work ethic, and then and just dedication to the game, right? Whether it's improving different aspects of his game, footwork, what have you, right? Kobe did all that. So from that perspective, I can see why a lot of hoopers got him as in the GOAT conversation or the GOAT, because people forget, like Kobe, like If you look at Kobe percentages as a three-pointer, you're like, Kobe not that good of a three-point shooter. If you watch the games and watch the shots he was taking, especially when he come off pick and rolls, where the defense was guarding him, that man tied the NBA record for threes in the game with 12, I believe, before it got broken. So, like, Kobe could do it all on the court, right? And I get that from a skill set perspective. Same like kind of how some guys think about Kyrie from a skill set perspective. He can do everything, right, as a point guard, right? But I don't think Kobe belongs in the GOAT conversation. I think the highest you can have Kobe is probably 5, and that's about it.
But what I had to tell Rashad earlier was that Kobe and I had that conversation. Because I told Kobe, because Kobe like, what do you mean? I said, Kobe, I got Mike. You know what I'm saying? I got LeBron, who's been around quite a long time and is versatile with 6'9", 260 and all of this. I said, I look at Kareem, I look at Shaq, I look at Bill Russell. I said, people used to get on me because I didn't bring up Wilt Chamberlain. Here was my issue with Wilt Chamberlain. Your number one nemesis was Bill Russell. He had 11 titles. You had 2. And that was your number one nemesis. So I'm not questioning the greatness of Wilt Chamberlain, but how can I put you against a dude that was your nemesis that's got 9 more titles than you? So it's like, it's a basketball conversation, and that's all I'm saying.
Talk.
And that's something you and I talked about. Yeah, you could throw people in the conversation, but you got to make a decision. Remember I told you that? You got to make a decision, and you got to pick one. I picked one.
And then as a society, like me and you came into the game arguing, but we always had that respect for each other.
Right.
You wrote an article. I called myself jumping on you. You jumped back and you told me why you wrote the article, and I was like, okay, watch this. The next time I saw you, okay, big boy. But like, so we still could respect each other, and so I don't mind people having even heated conversations, so almost going to blows. But as long as the respect is there, I think this world will be a better place. Right now, you got a lot of disrespect and this and that.
I agree.
But again, I don't mind people talking about who their GOAT is, but you definitely got to have my boy in that conversation.
I definitely.
Listen, like I said, bro, from a Hoover's perspective, I see why a lot of people got Kobe in the GOAT debate. But as the totality, looking at the statistics, looking at the skill set, looking at his production, like one thing about Michael Jordan, LeBron James, like I said before about the championship, they were the best player every time on the championship teams. The only Michael Jordan, LeBron James came in going crazy out the gate. So Michael Jordan, I think he averaged 28 points his rookie season. Then he broke his foot. LeBron James, he came in averaging around 20 his rookie season. Then it went up from there. He didn't look back. Then just the sustained dominance throughout, the careers, whatever. MJ, got his team together. They got past the Pistons, and then LeBron James, he got to the NBA Finals in 2007 at a young age. Then he went to the Heatles, did his thing that way. So I think, just a totality standpoint when it comes to the GOAT debate, to me, there's only 2 guys. When you look at every aspect of basketball, LeBron James, Michael Jordan. Like I said, I don't even got Kareem in there. I think it's just the 2 guys. Sorry, Kobe fans. Magic fans, Kareem fans, Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Tim Duncan, everybody. It is what it is, man. Like I said, all aspects, accolades too. Can't forget the accolades. MVPs, Finals MVPs, scoring champions, all defensive team, all NBAs, all that stuff. So they in the conversation. But to me, the GOAT is Michael Jordan. Just to throw that out there. But yeah. But anyway, that's all I got for this video. Like I said, leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me, is Kobe in the GOAT debate? Also, tell me who your GOAT is. Drop a like on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. And that's all I got. Peace.